In this video, I would like to explain the different types of operators. The different types of operators. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform a mathematical or logical operations. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform a mathematical or logical expression. The operator performs its operations on operands. There are three different types of operators classification, that is unary operator, binary operator and ternary operator. Unary operator, binary operator and ternary operator. Under this unary operator, there are some of the operators which takes only single operand to evaluate the expression. It takes only single operand to evaluate the expression. Those are called unary operators. Those are called unary operators. Those are called as unary operators. And then binary operators. It takes two operands to evaluate the expressions. To evaluate the expressions. To evaluate the expressions. And then next, ternary operator. Ternary operator. It operates on three operands. It operates on three operands. And these are the types of operators. These are the types of operators. These are the types of operators. Arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operator, increment and decrement operators, conditional operators, special operators. In the previous class, I have explained to you how to use this input and output statement. How to use this input and output statement. How to use the input and output statement. The input function is a scanf function. I want to give a brief of the previous chapter for connectivity. The input function is a scanf function to read the values from keyboard. To read the values from keyboard. To read the values from keyboard. It uses a format string and a address operator. It uses a format string and a address operator to store the values into the memory locations. To store the values into the memory locations. And the output function is a printf function. The predefined output function is a printf function. The predefined output function is a printf function to the predefined output function is a printf function to display output onto the monitor. We have seen one program also, that is by using arithmetic operators, that int a, b, c, that is a comma b comma c, three variables, a is equals to, directly we can give the value, or we can read that value from keyboard, or else we can give that value from keyboard, and c is equals to a plus b. We read the values through the keyboard using scanf function, scanf percentile d, comma ampersand a, ampersand b, c is equals to a plus b, and then printf percentile d comma c. There we have used arithmetic operator plus to write an expression c is equals to a plus b. Like that, there are so many different types of operators provided in C language, for various operations. Now we'll see one by one in detail. First one, arithmetic operators. In that, the operator plus is a symbol to use in the program. The symbol plus is to be used in the program. And the operation example 3 plus 2, that is 5. And for subtracting two numbers, assume it as a minus b, the operator is minus. And star is for multiplication, star operator is for multiplication, and slash for division, and percentile for modulo, remainder. And next, see here, this we already know: plus operator, minus operator, subtraction, star, slash, we know it already. Here the new one, that is percentile. This is called remainder operator. See here how it works. Produces remainder of integer division. It can be used only on integer type of data. The sign of the result is always the sign of the first operator. It produces remainder of integer division. It can be used only on integer type of data. The sign of the result is always the sign of the first operator. Example is 17 percentile 3. Here the remainder operator gives, the modulo operator gives the remainder, not this one. These two are the different here. Division and modulo are different. Are different. Now I will show you one program on this division and modulo operators. I am writing documentation section. Example, I am writing in the documentation section. Example on modulo operator. I am declaring the variables x comma y comma result. You already know about this variable declaration and clear screen function. We have seen the clear screen function also in the earlier video. X comma y comma result are the three variables. So here I am asking the user to enter any two numbers, and the slash n is for new line. I am asking the user to enter any two numbers. I am using this function scanf comma ampersand x comma ampersand y. This program I am writing to give you the more clarity on this printf and scanf functions, along with the modulo operator, along with the modulo operator. So here the printf enter any two numbers, it's a plain text, and scanf the two variables %d and %d, %d and %d. Now I am writing the logic statement result is equals to x percentage y, x percentage y. Here again I am writing the printf to display the output right. This is the program. Save this program, that is modulo.c, modulo.c. I am executing this program. Under the execution, the first step is compilation. Here it is showing one warning, one error. Why? See here, each and every statement in a C program should be terminated with a semicolon. Each and every program, each and every statement in a C program should be terminated with a semicolon. Here, observe the statement which statement is not terminated with semicolon. That is the error. So just press enter and see the bottom. The compiler reports error and it show the error message also. See the bottom here, compiling modulo.c, error modulo.c 10, statement missing. Where the statement is missing, that is 11. Just observe here, here the res is equals to x percentage y, the statement that is semicolon is missing here. So go to there, place the cursor and give the semicolon. It is a syntactical or it is a rule. Each and every statement in a C program should be terminated with semicolon. Each and every statement in a C program should be terminated with semicolon. Each and every statement in a C program should be terminated with semicolon. So that here this statement is not terminated with semicolon, so that the compiler raise an error. Then save this file again and go to the compile menu or press Alt plus F9. Now see this compilation window. It is not showing any warning or error. It is not showing any warning or error. That is warnings 0, errors 0. That is warnings 0 and errors is also 0. Just press any key. It means that the compilation is successful. The compilation was successful and the object file was created. Then the next step, that is execution. Go to this run menu and click on run option, or directly you can press Control plus F9. Directly you can press Control plus F9. Now it is showing the output window and the cursor is waiting to receive the user input. It is showing the output window and the cursor is waiting for the user input. That is a label. It is showing, it is asking the user to enter any two numbers. I am giving here 9 as first number and 4 as second number. 9 as first and 4 as second number. Expect the output. What would be the result? Expect the results. What would be the output? Just go to this Alt F5, press Alt F5 to view the output. See the result here. The result is equals to 1. The result is equals to 1. It means 9 is divided with 4. So the remainder, that is 1. 4 2s are 8. 9 minus 8. 1 is the remainder. 9 minus 8. 1 is the remainder. So this is about this program. And the next operator, that is relational operators. That is relational operators. See here, relational operators and the purpose of relational operators. Observe the symbols, that is operator and symbol. Operators meaning example result. Less than, that is 5 less than 2. No, it is false. Greater than, that is 5 greater than 2, that is true. Less than or equals to, that is 5 less than or equals to false. greater than or equals to 5 greater than or equals to true, double equals to, that is equals to operator, false, and not equals to, that is 5 not equals to true. These are all the relational operators. These are all the relational operators to be used in writing C programs, to be used in writing C programs depending upon the task. If you want to check two conditions, that is A greater than B, if you want to check two conditions, that is A greater than B, for that purpose we need to use greater than symbol. And in the similar way, if you want to check the condition less than, then we use less than symbol. And this operator gives the result either 0 or 1. See here, this operator gives results either 0 or 1. A relational operator checks the relationship between two operands. A relational operator checks the relationship between two operands. If the relation is true, it returns 1. If the relation is false, it returns value 0. If the relation is true, it returns 1. If the relation is false, it returns value 0. It returns value 0. A relational operator checks the relationship between two operands. If the relation is true, it returns 1. If the relation is false, it returns value 0. So these are all the relational operators. Less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, and double equals to. Single equals to is the assignment operator, and double equals to is the comparison, to compare two things whether these two are equal. A is a value of 5, B is a value of 6 or 5. It checks whether A equals to B. It means A is same value and B is same value. A has the value which contains in B. If it is same, if it both are same, it returns true. Otherwise, it returns false or 0 value. False or 0 value. So these are the relational operators to check the conditions. To check the conditions like A greater than B, A less than B, A greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, A equals to B, and A not equals to B. So these are the examples. By seeing these examples also, we can understand what is this relational operator exactly does. And then next, logical operators. Double ampersand. A single ampersand is an address operator, and the double ampersand is AND. AND means checking two conditions. If you want to check a biggest number among 3 or 4 numbers, you want to check biggest number among 3 or 4 numbers, a greater than b and a greater than c, a greater than b and a greater than c, then here the conditions are true. The conditions needs to be checked, that is a greater than b and a is also greater than c, then a is bigger number among 3 numbers. If both true only, it returns true value, it gives true value. If both true only, it gives true value. Both true only, it gives true value. If any one of these two conditions, if any one of these two conditions is false, the entire result, it means it returns a false value. It means it returns a false value. And OR, logical OR. The logical OR operator, the logical OR operator also checks two or more conditions. It also checks two or more conditions. It also checks two or more conditions. But out of these two or more conditions, any one condition is true, any one condition is true, the entire result or the value, it gives true value, it returns true value, it returns true value. And not, it is a not operator. It is used to reverse the logical state of its operator. If it is not true or if it is true. Generally not true. If it is not true means if it is a true, it returns true value. If it is a not true means if it is true, it returns a true value. Like that, the programmer uses these operators depending upon the task. Depending upon the task. So here the arithmetic operators relational operators and logical operators are used in programs for depending upon the task, for the work or depending upon the task. The next one is bitwise operators. Bitwise operators. The bitwise operators work on bits and perform bit by bit operation. The bitwise operator works on bits and perform bit by bit operation. Here bitwise and, these operators are the bitwise and, bitwise or, bitwise exclusive or, bitwise left shift, bitwise right shift, and the tilde symbol is ones complement. Observe all these bitwise operators. These are used to perform bit by bit operations. These are used to perform bit by bit operations. These are used to perform bit by bit operations. Especially to work on bits. Especially to work with bits. That is, the variety or the number of different types of bitwise operators, or the number of types of bitwise operators are bitwise and, bitwise or, and bitwise exclusive or, bitwise left shift, bitwise right shift, and ones complement, and ones complement. And there are other operators, assignment operator. In that assignment there are different types of assignment operators: compound assignment, increment, decrement, conditional, ternary, special operator, comma, special, size of, and these are all the operators. In this class, in this video, I have clearly explained to you the list of the different types of operators, the list of the different types of operators, and in that arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators. I will explain the programs on these operators in the coming videos. In the coming videos, I will explain all the programs for the relational operators and logical operators. These are very very important, relational and logical operators. The coming, that is the next chapter, decision making and looping statements. The decision making and looping statements, in that we frequently use, this relational and logical operators. And in the next video, I will explain all the remaining operators.